Test 4, number 10. A great example of how picking values can be very, very helpful. So, of course, if you're picking values, I'd be tempted to try out 5 first, even though odds are telling me it's not 5. I mean, the likelihood is it's one of these answers that has an 11 in it, since the 11 shows up twice. Of course, it could be 55 over 9 too, but there's a high likelihood it's one of the ones with an 11 because it comes up twice. I would still try out 5 first. What is the value of t? Well, if you put a 5 here and a 5 here, it doesn't work. You would get 5 plus 5, which does equal 10, but that's over 5 minus 5, which equals 0. And 10 over 0 is not 10. That's equal to undefined. So equal to undefined is a funny phrase. It's just undefined. So we can't divide by 0. It's impossible. Or it's something we don't understand. It's undefined. Think about it. How do you put something in? If you have 10 things, how do you divide them into 0 groups? You can divide them into 1 group or 2 groups. You can't divide them into 0 groups. So this answer is out. And I actually don't know much from that answer. So what I would probably do here is I would just try these values out. So I guess I'll try out the 11 over 2 first. Now it's important to say maybe I can figure out some stuff about bigger or smaller. I'm not totally sure, so I'm just going to get started. If we have 11 over 2 plus 5, and then we have 11 over 2 minus 5, we are wondering, what does this equal? Does it equal 10? Well, I mean, I suppose we could rewrite this. This is 11 over 2 plus 10 over 2, right? That's what 5 is. And this is 11 over 2 minus 10 over 2. Okay, so the top is now 21 over 2, and the bottom is 1 over 2. So now that's just 21 over 1. So that was too big, right? 21 over 1 is what I get. So by the way here, some folks get confused about this. Dividing by 1/2 is the same thing as multiplying by 2 over 1, and then multiplying by 2 and dividing by 2 cancel. So that's how we got 21 over 2, or 21 over 1. So that did not equal 10. I don't know for sure if I should get bigger or smaller, actually, because it was in the numerator and denominator, so it's kind of tricky to think about that. But I know these two are out, and I know there's only 2 options left, so if I try one and it doesn't work, then I'm done, right? So I'll try 45. If t is 45 over 11, and then we're adding 5, let's put that into 11s. That would be 55 11s. And then on the bottom, we still have 45 11s, and we're subtracting 5, which again, I'm just common denominator. That's 55 11s. So on top, we have, 100? And on bottom, right, 45 and 55 is 100. And then on the bottom, we have 45 11ths minus 55 11ths is negative 10 11ths. So that doesn't work because of the negative sign. These would cancel, and we get negative 10. So the right answer has to be 55 ninths. And now I can reason my way through that, because 55 ninths is bigger than 55 11ths, so I won't get a negative sign, right? So I guess I should have noticed, I didn't need to though, that when I put a 5 in, the denominator is 0. So if I put in a smaller value, the denominator would be negative. So that's why it's answer choice D. I could finish it out by just trying out D. So 55 ninths for t plus 5. Let's write 5 in ninths. That would be 45 ninths. And then 55 ninths minus 45 ninths. Okay, well again, this is 100 ninths, 55 and 45. And this is 10 ninths. The ninths cancel. 100 over 10 is 10. So, you could do this question in a more traditional way. You don't have to use real values here. You could say t plus 5. That looks silly. T plus 5. If I multiply both sides by t minus 5, I had 10 times t minus 5 and distribute. So there's nothing wrong with this approach. In fact, it may be faster to just do this approach. But the thing is, it doesn't always occur to you what to do in every situation. So using the values is a way of sort of not worrying about some sort of a traditional approach that you may not recall in the moment. So of course, this is easier, really. If we add 50 to both sides, we get 55. If we subtract t from both sides, we get 9t, and then we divide by 9. So I do believe this is easier, but the approach that we just took is it's about not sort of seizing up, not being paralyzed by the idea that I don't know what to do next, right? So hopefully that helps.